What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play of CJ. Today we're going to focus in on New York Rangers prospect Ryan Bourque. Ryan's obviously the son of Ray Bourque, former Bruin great, and obviously a legend in Boston. But Ryan's carved out a niche all his own as a very, very productive energy forward, and I want to talk a little bit of his hockey background and what his future holds. United States National Team Development Program product, like so many other great players are, was committed to UNH, but backed out and went to the Quebec Remparts, coached by his dad's former teammate, not the Bruins, unfortunately, Patrick Roy, and had a very good first year up there with 43 points in 44 games for the Ramparts, and was played in the U.S. for the U.S. of the World Juniors. They won the gold medal. Had 3 assists in 7 games for the USA, and played a very, very productive two-way game. You know, his energy was really consistent throughout the tournament. Killed penalties, blocked shots, went in the corners, worked the boards, did all that. And you know, you can't put a statistic on that. You know, as many great hockey minds will tell you, and he's really as adept at doing that. That's his game. Last year, went back to Quebec, had 59 points in 49 games. Missed time with wrist injury, and was back at the World Juniors with the U.S. Had, again, 3 assists in 6 games, and like I said, played the same, brought the same intensity level, the same energy level, and you know, great two-way game, which is what you need. A high two-way acumen is hard to find amongst young players, and he's got that. You know, you really can't teach sound defensive. I mean, you can, but I think it's something that's bred into you, and obviously, the bloodlines are there for him. Obviously, they don't get too much better than Ray Bourque, but he's one of the fastest players in the Rangers system right now, and you know, he's really, his speed is apparent. Speed kills. His hands are not on par with his speed. That's not a knock on his hands. That's just a fact. He can afford to become a little bit better of a scorer, but you know, the game he plays is perfect. The Rangers have a lot of American forwards that play a great gritty two-way game that with a little bit of offensive upside. I'm thinking of Callahan and Dubinsky, and even thinking in their system right now, JT Miller, Chris Kreider, guys like that have a great two-way game and can put the puck in the net when it matters. But this year with Connecticut, in his first year of professional hockey, has 6 points in 30 games. Not exactly what you want, but like I said, there's an adjustment period going from the Q to the AHL. You know, it's obviously you're playing against men for the first time in your life, and it's not as easy as it was before. And it's obviously, you know, something that you got to iron out the kinks. In the first year of pro hockey, really, you know, you got to just get used to the grind that is the game at the professional level. You know, it's not juniors, it's not you know, the development team, it's not college, it's not high school. It's professional hockey. You're playing against men on a night in, night out basis. Who you might, I mean, he's not a big kid. He's 5'9" and $160, but you know, no matter how big you are, the guys down there are stronger because they've grown into their frame a little bit better. But yeah, he's done a great job at that. He's starting to grow a little bit from what I've seen. Can afford to increase that plus minus. It's not something you want to see a -5 for a player whose bread and butter is going to be his two-way game. That's if your two-way game is what is going to get you noticed. Got to improve the plus minus. I don't have Saturday today. It's first day back in Florida. That's what it is. But you know, I really look forward to seeing him play for the Rangers sooner rather than later. I think he'll stay in Connecticut this year, learn the professional game, and next year definitely challenge for a spot on Broadway. He's very talented, and his two-way game, like I said, fits the Rangers perfectly. They have a knack for drafting Americans with sound two-way games, as I already said, with Callahan, Dubinsky, Miller. I could sit there for hours, you know, even before that, Chris Drury, when they signed him to that erroneous contract. But hey, you know, they're not your father's New York Rangers. They're not this flash and dash team. They're a team that's going to play hard every shift, bring a two-way game, and you know, beat you 2-1 with Henrik Lundqvist standing on his head. And he fits that system perfectly. Whether or not he makes it as a top 6 forward in the NHL, I don't know. I think the speed is there, and like I said, you can't teach two-way acumen, you can't teach speed either. Obviously, you know, if you're naturally quick, you're ahead of the curve. So let's see how that works out. I'm very curious. I'm intrigued. You know, he's not the biggest kid, but he's got the speed, the hands. Like I said, he can afford to catch up with the feet because that's how you get to score. You need good hands, obviously. But he's really intriguing. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do at the next level. That's it for the Power Play of CJ Prospect Profile and Ryan Bourque. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season.